Alright, so as we wait for the movie cycle to be over so Izuka has no more excuses to withhold Sonic Frontiers gameplay, we must once again turn to the internet's most reliable news source so we can get some information on the game. In case you weren't keeping up, the internet's most reliable news source is 4chan, of course. So yes, we've got a 4chan leak to talk about, so obviously, grains of salt, like, yeah, it's a 4chan leak. In fact, take a bucket of salt, like, just finish your KFC and just take the bucket and just put salt in that shit, because we're gonna be strapping it for an interesting ride. This guy has claimed that they've been able to attain the 5-year plan for Sonic the Hedgehog, and that means he essentially knows what's going to happen up until 2027. And let's put it this way. It looks good. Well, obviously, it's probably not real, but like, it looks good. I mean, I wouldn't be mad with it. I wouldn't be mad, but like, we're gonna get into all of this. But if you haven't subscribed to the channel already, please make sure to subscribe. We are trying to hit 100,000 subscribers and hopefully 70,000 subscribers before Sonic Frontiers comes out. So yes, this anonymous leaker on 4chan goes, Sonic the Hedgehog 5-year plan. So I have a friend who holds a high position in a company that's looking to potentially collaborate with SEGA for a Sonic related project. I don't know exactly what this project is, but apparently SEGA has a 5-year plan for the Sonic series, and they've been detailing this plan behind the scenes to potential collaborators and top investors. The goal of this 5-year plan is to once again cement Sonic as a AAA franchise in the gaming industry. Here's the basic outline. Can I just say that this plan to cement yada yada yada, like, in theory it's not impossible, right, for Sonic to be a top dog again. Obviously that depends on Sonic team, and if they decide to get competent again at some point within the last, you know, how long has it been since they've been competent? 2011. But let me not go on a whole tangent about Sonic teams and competency. Let's go through this thing right now. So we got 2022 and it says release of second Sonic movie, release of Sonic Prime on Netflix, release of Sonic Frontiers game. So obviously, yeah, cool. We already know that's happening. So like, you haven't really done anything special here. You're gonna start with the obvious shit to not arouse any suspicion, you know, it's a leak, whatever. Okay, cool. Can I just say that Origins is literally so forgettable that even the fake leakers are forgetting to add it into the plan. Like, Origins is supposed to come out this year and they didn't even put it in there. 2023 is where he starts to get a little bit more risky with this shit. He says, release of new 2D game currently being developed by B Team. Release of Sonic the Hedgehog live action series on Paramount+, DLC for Sonic Frontiers, renew Sonic Prime for second season, and then Mario and Sonic Paris 2024 game. So the leaker has taken a minimal amount of risk here. I mean, Mario and Sonic Paris 2024, I mean, we've been getting Mario and Sonic games for ages, so that's not really a big stretch, let's be real. Sonic Prime getting renewed is not really a big stretch, assuming Prime Season 1 doesn't flop, and it's a Netflix show, so Netflix shows rarely get cancelled after one season, except the Get Down, which they shouldn't have cancelled, but let me not go into the Get Down rant, but that show's legendary. Obviously mentioned in the live action series releasing, we already know that's happening, so again, that's not a risk there. Release of a new 2D game by B Team, I mean, the only person who really kept harping on a 2D Sonic game coming out was Zippo, and so far we haven't heard anything about that. I mean, it's possible that it was a thing and it got pushed back and we could get it in 2023. It's possible that this leaker is banking on Zippo's credibility, which, good luck with that, but I wouldn't mind seeing a 2D Sonic game in 2023, as long as, you know, Frontiers is actually a good 3D Sonic game, and that's going to keep us satiated in terms of 3 dimensions. Then to get something 2D, you know, it's extra content, right? It's more games, right? It's the things we give a fuck about. So I'm all for it as long as the quality is there and as long as they don't fucking classify it, right? And make it, classify it? No, classify it. Like, I'm in the mood for a modern 2D game. I know I don't mean Forces or anything like that. I mean like an actual like Rush inspired, something like that kind of modern 2D game. So good. And then we got the interesting one, which is DLC for Sonic Frontiers. Now, I mean, it seems like a worthy prediction, right? If a game is solid and it's of that scale, it would get DLC, right? So yeah, Frontiers comes out 2022, we could get DLC in 2023. Not really too risky of a prediction, but there's always the possibility that Frontiers is a flop and they abandon DLC because it's like, oh well, the game flopped, they're not going to put out DLC for it, you know? Then again, 06 got DLC, but to be fair, 06's DLC was on disc, so they had basically already made it with the game, so they were just selling you back some data that was already on the disc. So I could see why that got DLC when the main game wasn't finished. So it's still possible that Frontiers gets DLC even if it bombs, right? But only time will tell, man. Of course, once we get to 2024, now the leaker is just throwing stuff at the wall to see what sticks. We've got release of the third Sonic Sonic movie, which, okay, fine. That one's believable because the first movie came out 2020, the second movie coming out just over 2 years after in 2022. So fine, third movie 2024 makes sense. They gave us the Knuckles spin-off in 2023, so we were satiated from that, and then we get the movie, so it kind of makes sense. Not really enough to cement you having inside information, but you know, it is pretty much predictable at this point. The third movie's already been announced. And then they also say new traditional 3D Sonic game. And you know, when they say traditional, what does that mean? Like not like Frontiers, like just a standard Boost title or some shit like that? Is like define traditional. To me, Adventure is traditional and Boost is still the quote unquote new gameplay style, but I'm an oldie at this point, so he's gonna have to clarify that one. But also the fact that Frontiers is supposedly getting DLC in 2023 and yet they're gonna have a new Sonic game ready by 2024 is laughable given their current output, you know, unless it was just Frontiers 2, in which case they were just reusing the whole framework of Frontiers 1 and then just churning out a second one with a lot of the same assets and things like that and just changing the level design and adding some new cutscenes. Maybe? But then again, I feel like that wouldn't happen 2 years after the first one unless the first one made so much money that they're just like, we need to churn out a second one. And then the final thing here says spin-off game by outside studio. Now again, another throwing shit at the wall to see what sticks. That could be anything, right? Like there's no specifics on this thing for us to really credit you, the leaker, for really being correct about this. Like you didn't put any work into saying something risky. Like, okay, spin-off game, okay, cool. It could be a All-Stars racing game. It'd be Team Sonic Racing 2. It could be anything. Now 2025 to 2026, the leaker just goes full like fan service, right? Okay, they say Sonic's 35th anniversary celebration, which for fuck's sake, this franchise is about to be 35. My god, 35. Anyway, then they go Sonic Adventure remakes. Don't you just love Sonic Adventure remakes? Wonderful. I would love to get Sonic Adventure remakes. Like, oh, I love this leak so much. It sounds so good already. Like Sonic Adventure remakes, assuming they're done well. But like, yeah, okay, cool. You said that, but yeah. 2027 Sonic Adventure 3. Okay. Listen, okay. We ain't getting no Adventure 3. I made a video on that years ago, and that shit's still gonna hold up. I mean, listen, as I said in that video, they could use Adventure 3 as a last-ditch attempt to win fans back, but if you can't win fans back without Adventure 3, you're already fucking up, because simple competency would be enough to bring us back. You know, making a game that's actually quality and actually challenges the player and doesn't baby us like Forces is enough to bring us back. You don't need Adventure 3 to bring us back. It's just a name, and the name means nothing if the gameplay doesn't live up. But the leaker's got a few more things to say, so let's check this out. There's a few related details I'm aware of. SEGA expects Sonic Frontiers to do extremely well, both financially and critically. They are well aware that Sonic Forces sucked, but consider it a success because it sold well. That sounds like SEGA though, I'll give you that one. They knew the game was going to be bad as it was just quickly put together to recover from the losses of Sonic Boom, with no intentions of the game actually being good, and it worked. I mean, it kinda does sound like SEGA, let's be real. SEGA expects Sonic Frontiers to be the best selling and highest rated Sonic game in a long time. I mean, that's not really saying much because Gen's a decade ago, so I mean, even if it gets an 8, it's probably the highest selling and best rated in a long time. Let's be real. I mean, aside from Mania, but I guess if we're talking main series, yeah, an 8 out of 10 on Metacritic or an 80 out of 100 on Metacritic is essentially a long time win for Sonic Frontiers and become an evergreen title. What the fuck is an evergreen title? According to the dictionary, it's a plant that retains leaves throughout the year, something that doesn't change, or something that is timeless. Oh, so they mean like something that will last a long time in terms of its clout or maybe its relevancy, or keep selling or something like that. They can keep making DLC for it. I don't know. I guess something that has a lasting impact, because like Forces came and went, Colors Ultimate came and induced seizures, so they want something that lasts long and is well received. Oh, look at this. Paramount is currently in talks with SEGA to approve the development of a tie-in game for the third movie. SEGA, however, is reluctant to agree to the deal because they believe it will interfere with their incompetent games, because everyone's going to want to buy the movie tie-in game because Paramount might actually hire competent developers to do it. They believe it will interfere with their Adventure Remakes project, as the third movie will have a very similar storyline to SA2, which that's actually believable, the storyline to SA2 thing, because they're pretty much doing the 3 and Knuckles thing now with the second movie, so they got nowhere else to go but the Adventure era. Plus, you know, the movie leaks, you know, so I'm not gonna get into what those are, but you can look for them. Expect the Adventure Remakes to be pushed back if Paramount somehow convinces SEGA to go through with it. Now that's actually kind of interesting, so we could get Adventure Remakes pushed back again if Paramount gets their time tie-in game. Like, I actually believe that, but I'm not saying the leak is telling the truth, but I mean, it's a very plausible thing that Paramount is pushing for a tie-in game, right? Because Paramount know that games make money, and if they can get their own game with the movie characters in it, Paramount are going to be getting serious bread off of that. And if they get anyone to do it that isn't Sonic Team, any competent developer, it may actually be good for Sonic's brand and reputation. Although it will kill off the main series quicker, because if Paramount has the movie and they have the games as well, what the fuck does Sonic Team have? And if Paramount does get this tie-in game and it like actually it actually does well, like the fact that Paramount actually know how to do this thing called marketing means that we'd actually get competent news and not drip feeds and breadcrumbs and whatever the fuck, and people would actually see what it's like to get actual news on things, and you know, stop accepting the bullshit news cycles that we've been getting with regular Sonic games. Nonetheless though, as much as I think this leak is a wish list, some of the things here are actually pretty plausible and actually do make me think a lot about the future of the franchise. Like, Paramount are probably going to try and push for more power in the series the more their elements of the series start to carry the franchise. And if Frontiers bombs, it's only going to push us further on into this direction, right? They've already taken the movie thing by storm with the Paramount movies, and a lot of the best-selling Sonic merch right now is related to the movies. Now we got the Prime TV show, which is not Paramount, so if that doesn't do well, and then the Paramount show does well because they got Idris Elba doing that, then that means they've got the TV shows as well, which gives Paramount a lot of Sonic power. And if they get the games as well, like they get a tie-in game and it does well, what the fuck does Sonic Team nothing? They have nothing. So yeah, Sonic Team, your work's cut out for you, man. You gotta make some fire shit. Whoever's working on Prime, you gotta make some fire shit. We're waiting on a Prime trailer. I guess they're not gonna show that anytime soon, because if movie is priority number uno, then Frontiers is priority number dos, leaving Origins to be priority number tres and Prime to be priority number cuatro. So we'll see what the fuck happens. But yeah, man, let me know what you guys think about this. We got this leak talking about the next 5 years plan of Sonic the Hedgehog, and we'll see if any of these things come to fruition. Oh, I'm obviously some of these things are already confirmed, so like, you know, there's some obvious shit there, but we'll see if the more risque things come to fruition at any point soon, and we'll see how much power Paramount is able to get within Sonic over the coming years as the movie franchise and the Sonic cinematic universe takes off more and more. But yeah, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell. Make sure to check out the non-Sonic channel. The link will be in the description. But that's all I have to say right now. So, Premy out.